this, people don't want to see like covers removed, so you just say like, oh, I removed the covers, and I mean, people aren't babies.
Maybe they want to know.
This fucking somebody.
Battery's almost dead on this anyhow.
Oh, it's not. It's got 2 out of 3 bars.
Has 1 out of.
It had 2 a second ago.
Has 1 bar.
Well, I guess maybe you shouldn't fucking record things we don't need to then.
Maybe you should have charged your batteries.
Turn it off! Alright, today we've got a 2004 Audi TT convertible. It's a friend of mine's, and he's complaining that the AC isn't working. First thing I would do on any AC for a car is, with the vehicle running and the AC turned on, check the AC compressor to make sure that the clutch on the end, which is where the belt is actually engaging and spinning, or whether it's sitting still. On this vehicle, you have hardly any room to look or see, so I have to take the skid plates off the bottom so that I can actually see the compressor easily and do tests on it. So you don't want to jack it up from the front bumper, because then you'll block being able to get the skid plates off. So you want to put the jack under the right front tire, and there's a little cushion pad right there that you can lift on. Once you do that, underneath, you want to remove this skid plate here. Sorry, what are we talking about?
Baby wipes are better than toilet paper.
No, baby wipes are for babies. You don't use baby wipes as an adult.
That's why your ass is dirty, John.
No.
Yes!
No. It's perfectly clean because I'm an adult and I know how to properly wipe my butt without using a wet wipe.
No, you can't properly wipe it.
Why can't I? Anyways. Alright, so after you take the bottom skid plate off, which is really annoying, take this side cover off.
Higher than baby wipe.
Right here, that covers the belt area. There's a screw, or I'm sorry, a nut there and a nut there that are 10mm. Now that that's out of the way, you can actually see where the compressor is. That's above this power steering pump right here. You see this? Oh, sorry. This right here is part of the clutch mechanism. Down, if you look near the, sorry, I'm trying to get it on video. If you look near the rear of the pump, or I'm sorry, the compressor. Get my hand in there. Right here is the terminal for it, the connector that you can measure from. But first thing you want to do, now that you can actually see it, is you want to start the car, turn your AC on, and then you want to take a look down there. Take a look down there and make sure that it's actually turning, that center part is turning. You're going to see the belt turning no matter what when the car is running. That outside belt is going to turn as the motor turns, but that clutch will only turn in the center when the air conditioning is engaged, if it's working properly. All the way up on the fan, all the way down on the temperature. Turn the economy off. Okay, so the vehicle's running. As you can see, this outside pulley is running, but the actual clutch on the inside is not. So there could be a number of reasons that can happen. The first thing that you want to check before anything is the connector that I already showed you. You want to pull it off and check to see if, while you're supposed to have AC, it's commanding for AC, that you have voltage going to the compressor or not. Alright, if you have a multimeter, you want to make sure that it's set on the right setting. So typical multimeter is going to have the wave. That's for AC. That's household current. The one with the dashes in it, that's for DC. You want to be on DC. Okay, so these clips are a little tricky if you don't know how to use them. You need a pick like this. If you want to practice, all the clips are kind of the same. So if you got your hands up there and you can't figure it out and you need a better example, you can come up here to pretty much any one of these and they work kind of the same. You take your pick right here, push that out, and then you should be able to pull it out like that. So it's this right here. So you want to reach that pick up in there for that AC plug so that you can get it down. So what you're gonna do, because I only have so many hands, is you want to put your positive and negative of your multimeter into each side of this AC plug. Then turn the engine back on while your meter's set to DC volts, and make sure that when you have the AC on like it should be commanding, that this is giving off 12 volts. So let's see if it is. Okay, so if you look, the AC is commanding on, the vehicle's running, and I'm hooked into this plug, and it's showing me 11.3 volts. That should be enough to engage that clutch. However, the voltage seems low for a car that's running with the alternator going. So next thing I'm gonna check is my voltage on my battery right now, because that seems a bit low. Should be somewhere around 14. So I checked the voltage in the rear back of the battery, and it was 14 volts, so I know his alternator's working good. It's a little suspicious to me that I'm only pulling 12 volts while it's running, going to the AC clutch. However, 12 volts should still be enough for that clutch to engage. I have verified that it's getting voltage and it's still not engaging. Therefore, I'd say that the clutch is bad on the AC compressor. So that's what we're going to replace. Tune in for another video for that.